Hey, hey, hey. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. All of you hard workers out there. I know you guys are very hard working, in your shop every day and making money, I hope. So today we're going to be talking about how to get more clients in your sewing business. So everyone wants more sales. Everyone wants more traffic and more income, right? So today I'm going to give you some tips. So you might want to take notes on these. And they're just so you can start to think kind of outside the box, right? You can think of things that you maybe haven't thought of before, or things that you haven't really implemented before, you haven't done, right? And this way you can start maybe attracting another stream of clients, right? So number one is to list your business on all the search engines online. So if you don't yet have a Facebook business page and you don't have like a website where you can send people to, or some sort of a YouTube channel or something like that, you want to have something where you can kind of send people to, or at least get your business listed on Google, Yahoo, Bing, and there's, Duck, there's others, search engines also. So if you don't have your business listed on all of these, take the time, even if it's on the weekend, take the time to list your business listing on one of these. It's free. You get a free business listing. And that way you'll show up in some of the search engines, right? When they go to search for what it is you do, if you do embroidery, if you make handbags, if you make dresses, you're a designer, whatever it may be that you do, what your business is involved with or based around, go ahead and list that. Tell a little bit about yourself, post a few pictures, and get your business listed online. So that can really help you. And then number two is to put ads about your business in newspapers that are in your area, little newspapers. We have quite a few different little magazines that are in our area that we can post business content in. You could put an ad out there. You could put a coupon with your ad. Different little things like that really help to, you would be surprised how many people still pick up those little papers, and they like to find out about different businesses or businesses in the area that maybe they haven't worked with before or haven't been to before. So it's a nice little way to get yourself out there. So research in your area, what is available to you? Do you have some sort of a town newspaper? Do you have some sort of little magazines in your area? Do you have people who just kind of do a little bit of printing in your area, and they may just post flyers, or they post different little different things, so find out what's available to you in your area. And, go for it, put in a little bit of money, invest a little bit of money back into your business, and, get yourself out there. So number three is to leave your business card everywhere. So everywhere you go, start thinking about, carry your business card with you. Get it out of your purse and start leaving it when you go to a restaurant, when you leave the tip. Anything, any place. That's what I used to do. I used to leave my business card every single place I went. We did eat out. We would leave it when we ate out. We would leave it, different people we talked to, different functions we would go to. We would pass them out, let people know what we're up to, what we're doing, what we do for a living. And it's a really good way to kind of network and to get other people's business cards that you want to support and put in your shop. So then number four is to post daily on your business Facebook page. So if you have a business Facebook page or a regular personal page, whatever it may be, post about your business daily. Put a picture, a snapshot of what you're working on. Put just a little bit of writing about something that you took a photo of, that you just worked on, or that you just made, and post every day if you can. Try to get a few words out there. and let people know that you're always in motion, that you are working, that you do have a credible business, right? So make sure that you do, post on your social media platforms. I'm not saying you have to go and do all of the social media platforms. Us as business owners, we find it very hard to find time to do all of them. But if you could just focus on one, if it's Instagram, if it's Facebook, if it's, whatever it may be, Pinterest, YouTube, whatever it is, but keep posting, right? And then I'm going to say this too, that if you are already on one and you don't seem to be getting traction from one, don't be afraid to change things. So if you're on Facebook, you're not getting any business traction, maybe fill out a business page. Maybe that would help. Or also go to another platform, go to Instagram, go somewhere else, go to Pinterest, go someplace else where you can maybe get a little more traction. So depending on what your business is where you really need to be. Like for me, I think my Instagram is more about business owners, like more in art and more handcrafted business owners that I am befriended with, right? On that platform. Now, my Facebook page is more about Facebook, more like family and more like people who are following me that want to help change their life, change their relationship, because I'm a life coach, right? They follow me there. So it just depends on what content I want to share, where I will share it, right? So I'm sure it's the same for you too. So the number 5 is to do some cold calling. Don't be afraid to call customers that you've had previously. Ask them if there's anything you can help them with, anything that they could, depending on what you sell or what you're making, if they would like a new dress or if they would, you have a special going on, start a conversation with some of the older clients that you had previously, right? So don't be afraid to reach out to them. And then if there's other clients that you've had, give them a call, ask them, do they know that you have a special running right now? And would they like to bring in some pants, or would they like something made, or, that you have a new handbag coming out? It's really amazing and you'd like people to know about it. Or maybe you're making a coin purse that matches the handbag that maybe they purchased before. Did you know that I made a coin purse that matches the purse that you purchased from me before? Would you be interested in that? Or whatever it may be. I'm just making up different scenarios that may relate to you, right? So depending on what you do for a living. So the number 7 is to follow people on social media. So this really helps. So a lot of people say, well, I don't get traction on Facebook. I don't get traction on my social media. Well, the way to get traction is to do for other people. So this is what you need to do. You need to go, and other people that are kind of doing the same thing as you, or kind of sort of related to you, like they're sewing, or they are, doing bespoke tailoring, and you're running a tailor shop, whatever it may be, but it kind of goes along with what you're doing. Go there and put a nice message in a comment in there. Go there and put a comment in there about, something that, oh yeah, I love that. I love the color. The fabric is wonderful. Whatever it may be, just some sort of a comment there. And you would be surprised. Leave good, positive information, helpful information to others, right? And when you do that, people will go and say, wow, I haven't seen them on this page before. I haven't seen them leave a comment before. Who are they, And they'll go and they'll click back to your profile page and see what you have going on. And, then you can gain other people, and then they'll try to befriend you. Like, hey, I saw you on this other page. I like the content that you're sharing, and I'd like to follow you too, And that's how it works. So you have to leave your comments and leave your name on different people's posts, right? Because when you comment, it automatically leaves your name. So then they can click on your name and go check out where you're from, what do you do, and things like that, right? So it helps you to get your feelers out there. It helps you to get more contacts, right? So make sure that you do that. You take time to do that. Just a couple 15 minutes a day, doing that can really go a long way. It can really help you. So then number 8 is make sure that your Facebook page looks professional. So, you know, I remember when I was doing a lot of tweaking for other businesses that were just getting started, and I was doing a lot of tweaking for their, whatever platform they were on, but I was doing a lot of tweaking on their profiles. And their profiles are all about family, right? It's like, even though you have a business page and your business page is all about family, and it really should be more about your clients and your customers and things that you've done for them. So your business page on Facebook, you want to make sure that it looks professional. You have professional pictures of yourself on there. You look professional. Get a photo shoot. Get somebody to take some nice photos of you, dressed up, looking nice, and content that really is relevant to your business. And make sure that you clean up all the different stuff on your Facebook page, right? So it looks professional when people go there and check you out. You want to make sure that it is clean looking, and that, like, on the left-hand side of Facebook page, you can go there and you can put in about yourself. You can go in there and put in some different links. You can put a link in there that stays up, that goes to your website. You can put a link in there that maybe goes to your YouTube channel. Whatever it is you want to post, wherever it is you want to send people. So, and then you want to put a nice description about yourself, different things of how you help people, right? So write in that description, on the about part section, how you help people. Do you design and make clothing custom for people? What is it you do, So put in there so they know exactly what it is you do. This can be quite helpful. So, all right, number 9 is put flyers out where you can. So I know a lot of times different businesses, different parking lots of businesses have like no soliciting, right? And sometimes, just sometimes, you can go and ask those different businesses, like if they get filled up on the weekend and you'd love to put a flyer on the cars, you can go there and ask them, could I put a flyer on the cars this weekend, just ask. And you would be surprised how many different businesses will say, yeah, well, sure, So this can help you to bring in other people, other clients, other streams of people, new clients, new customers, right? And even if you make up the flyers and you have them, even if you don't want to do it on cars, maybe you can ask different businesses that you can put it in there. Businesses that are kind of a little bit relatable, not doing the same thing you're doing, but relatable. Like maybe they sell thread and you do tailoring, right? You offer a service. They're selling a product, right? Different things like that, but different businesses will let you. Sometimes restaurants are a great place. If restaurants in your area are always busy on the weekend for breakfast, ask these people, say, on this weekend, could I put a flyer by your cash register, in your cash, by your cash wrap, And you'd be surprised how many different businesses will want to help you. And they will say, sure, as long as it's not every day all the time. But if it's this weekend, maybe it's a holiday weekend, or it's, they have a special going on and you'd like to, get some business from that, work with other businesses. They can help you. And then number 10, this is our last one, is reach out to businesses that will let you put your business cards in their locations. So this is a great way when you can put your business cards in other locations. Like this last week, I don't know how many calls I had that were from other businesses that were referring me to my business, So these businesses have my card in their location. I've also dropped off flyers in some businesses that are local. And so they have my number if people need alterations. And they send people to me. And And it works both ways. And the people that send people to me, I make sure to go back and get their business card, put it in my location, and I have my customers are picking up their business card. See, so it's kind of like a chain reaction type thing. And it just kind of works. It really flows and it really works nicely. If you're not a, you want to be open-minded, right? You want to be open-minded and you want to be nice and you want to be kind as a business owner. You have to be kind. You don't want to have a huge ego and have your ego up here and and when people come in, you have this attitude with them, right? You want to be nice. You want to be kind. You don't want to have this ego. You want to have just mild-mannered, right? You want to welcome people. You want to welcome people into your establishment. You want to welcome other businesses and work for them. They'll work for you. And it's just really a nice way to make things flow, right? So, and then I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my life. So I was doing this, right? And I reached out to a little magazine, and my husband and I both put separate ads in this magazine. And this can tell you how businesses work together. And this magazine is just a simple little magazine. And this guy's been printing this magazine every week for the last 30 years. This magazine is like all over the place, but it's not here in our local area. It's out in the outskirts of our area. So now my husband and I are going to be doing a full page ad in this magazine. And he's doing half a page and I'm doing a half a page ad this next week, this next time. But this guy is willing to work with us. So he's like, if you can get some other people in your local area and start putting my magazine in these other businesses, I will give you a commission and you can get your ad for free. So see how doing good for other businesses also works good for yourself, right? It's working good for me and my husband. And so it's just nice to be nice to other businesses because you never know who comes through their door or who may need you as a service or as a designer or you as an artist. Maybe you do mixed medium sewing, you do different kind of stuff like that, and someone wants something special made. You don't know, right? But if you're kind and you'll go out of your way to do for other businesses, it can work for you in your favor, right? So that's all I'm saying. I'm not bragging about what we're doing. I'm just showing you how it can work for you and it can expand. Now it's starting to expand our income, right? It's going to expand our income because on the weekends, we love to ride around. We love to see new businesses out there. We love to see if we can put a flyer or a business card in another establishment. And so this is kind of like up our alley in a way because we love dealing with other business owners and we can start making money off of getting this guy's magazine in other businesses, which these other people see our ad because our ad is in there, right? So it works. It just works. I'm not saying the same scenario will work for you, but I'm saying that it's just nice to help out other businesses and you never know what could be down the line for you. Like I never expected this. I never expected this guy would work with us and want us to help him and he would help us. I never expected that, right? And that's just how it works. Other businesses want other businesses in the area to grow and to prosper, right? Because we all help each other out. And that's a wonderful thing, And I love helping other businesses out. I love helping other businesses with different ideas, with, maybe setting different prices or increasing their prices, maybe having different, ideas for different ads, maybe having ideas for a different way to, push their business out there, not really push, but, put their business out there. Because everybody, when you're in business, a lot of business owners are introverts. So we don't always have like all these heads to bounce our ideas off of, right? So it's really nice when you have a business coach that can say, hey, why don't you try this price point? Why don't you research this and see what your competitors are doing? And then why don't you go a little bit in between? Why don't you really think about this as what you want to promote? Is it really something you love to do? The things you want to promote are the things you don't mind doing, right? So when you want to promote something in your ad, it's something that comes easy breezy to you, right? It's something that is you just like it, it just is automatic, and it just flows for you. So that's the kind of things that if you have a sale, you want to have a sale on those types of products or service, because it just comes easy and you like it, right? So but yeah, so I just love helping other businesses. So if you're out there and you're a struggling business owner and you are in the field of sewing, embroidering, tailoring, all this stuff with sewing, and you have a sewing shop, or you're trying to create a sewing shop, I'd love to start working with you. I'd like to get 3 people this month who really are serious and interested in investing in themselves and start thinking seriously about their business and start growing their business. And I'd love to walk you through a program so you can be the business owner you were meant to be, and you can really start making your desired income. And I'm going to tell you now that most people set their prices too low. And with this day and age, and with the internet, and with, all the skills that I'm going to teach you, you should be able to boost your income. And, I'd love to work with you. So go ahead and reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you. You could leave a comment below if any of this interests you. And please go ahead and like this video if you got any content out of here that you were, great, it felt good to you to get some new content, something that can help you in your business. Go ahead and give me the thumbs up, the like button, and go ahead and hit that bell icon to subscribe to this channel, because I really could use some more followers, and I'd love to start a community conversation here about your business and how we can help you to grow your business. So I'm always dropping new videos, and you never know when I'm going to drop a new one. I kind of do it in between of my busyness. So today I have going on two zippers that I have to replace. So I have that going on, and then I have to write a blog. So I started my blog. So I'm trying to get some pictures for the blog that I'm going to be writing. So I'm going to be writing that. And I'm also going to make a really nice dinner tonight for my husband and my son. And my son still lives with us. And I'm going to make some chicken. It's kind of like a chicken marsala, but it's not not really like it, if that makes sense. But it's sort of kind of. I won't be having any of it because I am on a good really health kick right now, and I'm doing really good. I dropped about 20 pounds in the last 3 months, and so I've been working a lot and taking some time back for myself. So I've been riding about 12 miles a day. I have been changing my food intake. I've been counting every single calorie and measuring my food, and I'm eating pretty much all plant-based food. Still some animal, like I'll still eat egg whites and, different things like that. But I've really changed everything. I'm mapping everything out. I'm writing everything down, and I have a long way to go to get to my goal weight, but it's where I felt really good. It's where I felt really happy, and I'm working on myself. So I hope I inspire you to do the same thing, or to think about it anyway. But I am really taking a really good look at myself. I've done a lot of inner work with myself. And so now it's time to do some of the outer work, right? To start reducing myself and to start getting back to the person that I know I am, and to just, to be more confident, to be more, to look better in my clothes, to feel better, to be healthier. and things like that. So I think a coach really needs to step up to the plate when they not only want to coach people about their business, but also coach themselves, right? So I think that makes a great coach if you're able to coach yourself and to stay on a program and a regiment that works for you, and to find some and to get some results from it, right? So I know I'm getting results. I know my clothes are starting to get looser. They're starting to get bigger. I'm starting to feel better when I do my makeup in my face, and I'm starting to feel better. So it's working for me. So I'm mapping that all out and writing down every single thing. So I am on my 5th week this week of writing everything down. So if you're interested, at all in knowing exactly what I eat and what I'm doing to do this, I'd be happy to share it with you. But so I'm writing down all of it. It's been about 5 weeks since I've been writing the calories down, measuring, writing, getting serious about it. And I like it. I have these little daily planner sheets that I work from. So it has on there just different lines where you can write your breakfast, you can write your lunch, you can write your snack. There's snack in between each meal. And then, lines where you can write. So it'll write, and then in the first column, it'll have like how much you're eating or how much you measured out. And then the second column will have how much the calories were. So I don't have a huge calorie counter book, but what I do is I'll look back once I look it up. So I'll Google it and I'll find out how much for a tablespoon of, say peanut butter, or look and find, a half a cup of coconut milk, different things like that. So I have changed my whole eating schedule. I have changed my whole eating content. Everything that I eat is totally different from what I ate like before July. It's working. And so I'm sticking to it. And I was going out and walking every single day. And I ended up having a problem with my ankle. I twisted my ankle probably about 3 years ago, walking to the mailbox, and I twisted it on a rock in the parking lot. And it hasn't really been the same since. And once I started walking, I was walking really long distances in the morning. I'd get out there about 7:30 or 8:30 in the morning, and I would walk really long distances at our lake here. It isn't too far from our house. And I was really developing this huge limp and this really tired ankle and really painful ankle. And I'm like, I've got to keep working out. I've got to do something. Well, I had this older exercise bike that one of my sons gave me, and we had it in our outside patio area, and we'd get on there when we were all sitting outside. We'd take turns on it and just kind of ride for a little bit while we were, conversing and talking and stuff. And so I was like, I'm not bringing that thing in the house. I'm not bringing that thing in the house. And so my younger son that lives with us, he said, Mom, I'm going to buy you a bike. So he ordered me a bike, and it's a stationary bike. And I get on there and I ride every chance I get. And you can reset it each day to where you can add your miles. It keeps adding your miles until you push the button to change, to reset it. And I like it. You get on there. And I usually get on there like at dinner time. So if I'm cooking, I'll go and get on the bike. So I'll get on there a little bit before dinner, and I'll start riding. Sometimes I'll ride about 3 to 5 miles before I start dinner. And then once I start dinner, I'm back on and off doing it. But I make sure that I get in my, 10 to 12 miles. So the last couple days here, I've been at 12 miles, and I could probably push myself a little bit further once I keep dropping more weight and feel more energized, But yeah, so I just thought I'd share that with you, a little bit about my life and what I'm doing and what's going on with me. I know it's really nice to get to know your coach a little bit. When you hire a business coach, it's nice to, know who they are, know their values, know, what they stand up for and things like that. So That's why I am trying to open up more and to share. Being an introvert, it's really hard to do that, So it's not that I don't want to, it's just that I don't think about it because I'm an introvert, right? So I'm trying to open up more, let more people in, let more people know about what I really do, so that's what I've been working on. And this last week has been really a lot of fun. So I'm usually off in my tailor shop Tuesday and Friday. And on Tuesday, I help a friend sometimes out. And then I also, in the afternoon, I work on myself in the morning and do some things. And then in the afternoon on Tuesdays, I usually sometimes help a friend out, or vice versa. It could be either way. Sometimes I'll go there in the morning, sometimes. So it just depends. But sometimes I do help this other person out. And then on Fridays, I'm usually off, but I'm a little bit behind on my alterations. So I do have 2 more zippers to replace today. So I do have to do those. But on my days off, that I like to write my blogs and do other things, on social media and make these videos. And also I've been making soups. So I've been making a lot of plant-based soups. So my husband and my son, they work construction. They are always on their feet. They are always running crazy at work. They're like, sometimes working just overtime and a lot of hours, and they're very physical, right? And I don't eat what they do, but I try to make food for them, make dinner for them, because my husband is so busy. And so in doing so, I was finding myself, they wanted to keep buying out and eating out. They can eat these big pizzas because they run it off. They can eat like fast food and all this stuff. I can't do that. I sit for a living. I don't, I sit on the computer. I sit on my sewing machine. I sit and I write, and I do a lot of sitting. I can't burn it off like they can, right? So I can't do what they do. So that's why I changed my lifestyle. I changed my life. And anyway, so I was finding that they keep wanting to order this food, and then they're so depressed and mad because they can't find something for mom, right? They can't find something for me to eat on these eat out menus, right? Because they're full of salt, they're full of sugar, they're full of just, all this stuff that I don't want to have and I can't have, right? So I started making myself some soup. So I did this 3 times now. So I made 3 batches of soup at the same time. So I made this wonderful what's it called? Sweet potato coconut soup. Oh my God, you guys, it is wonderful. It is so good. So I've been making and freezing. So I make a big batch of soups and I've been freezing it. This last Tuesday, I made peanut butter soup with coconut. Oh my gosh, it is amazing. It is so good. You wouldn't think that it's all plant-based, right? Because with coconut milk and all plant-based, no animal fat or anything. And you wouldn't think that you would get those flavors, right? That something would be so good. And what I do is I take my soups and I put them in the blender. And so I like puree them. So they're like nice and thick and just really creamy and good. So I've been doing that. So I made this peanut butter soup this last Tuesday, and I made a French onion, and I made a split pea with a little bit of coconut milk, and it's creamy and it's good. And I blended that one too. I didn't blend the French onion one, of course, but I did the split pea one. It is so good. So I have these all in just little containers so I can pull it out for a meal. Like when they order food, I have something that I can pull out. Don't feel bad about me. So I'll have, a little thing of soup, and then I'll have a little salad, and that's fine for me. And then I've been making sourdough lately, because sourdough is really good for you, because it actually ferments, right? So I have this big tall mason jar, and every day I feed this dough. So you feed it the same amount of flour as you do water, and I have it in there. And so I take from it, then you want to, put more back in. So today I ended up making another loaf. Well, I have it rising right now. So I just went to look at it. And what I like to do when I make bread is to take my yeast. I know that you don't have to use yeast if you use sourdough, but I think it comes out better and it's more, plump if you do use the yeast. So I like using the yeast because I'm not allergic to yeast and I can have it. And I like the bread when it rises. It makes me feel good that I did a good job, that it actually is puffed up, right? Instead of getting this really dense, flat bread, So anyway, so I like taking the yeast and I'll measure it out, and then I'll put it in the bottom of either a jar or a little bowl, or, like a measuring cup. I usually use a measuring cup. So I'll put the yeast in there, and then I'll take some really warm, pretty warm water, and then I'll put that in there with it, and then I'll cover it, and then I'll let it sit for a couple hours, and I'll come back to it. And then if I see the yeast has really risen, that it's bubbly and it's really active, then I'll go ahead and make my bread. Because sometimes I've used yeast and it didn't rise, and I'm like, is my yeast not any good? What's going on? So now I do it that way before I even put it together. So that way I know that it's already, rose, and then I can use that. So then I'll put that in a bowl, and then I'll start mixing my flour. I use all wheat flour usually. I do have some coconut and some almond flour that I'll make cookies and different things out of but I'm really watching the carbs right now, so I haven't been making any sweets or any of that, but just the bread. So I get one slice of bread every now and then. I don't have bread every day. I don't have bread like every meal. So I only have bread like once every couple days, maybe, but it's just nice to be able to have a slice. If you want to have a slice, put some avocado on there, or some, some spinach and some tomato or whatever. That's the way that I do it. So I went and looked. I already have my bread, and it's really puffed up. It's in a bowl, and it's already rose, and it's puffed up. It's got some little bubbles on the top, kind of like cracked open, and it looks really good. So then I'll punch that back down again and kind of fold it. They say that if you fold it, you strengthen the strands of the dough to to have a really nice loaf. So instead of like mixing it and kneading it like we do regular bread, sourdough is supposed to be like folded, and you fold it and you get those strands, so you get those air pockets in that bread when it rises, you can see those holes in it. It's really puffed up, and kind of those air pockets kind of are no calorie, right? So that's why sourdough is pretty good for you. So anyway, so I kind of went on and on and on about myself today, and what I'm up to, what I've been doing. And I hope it helps you to get to know me a little bit better. I'd love to work with you. So go ahead, reach out to me. I'll put it in the descriptions below. If you don't see it in the descriptions below, it's because I post these videos from my iPhone, and then I have to go back to my computer and put in the content. So come back to it in a day or so and make sure that the other content is there. I'll have content in there about how to book a call with me. Just click the link and you can book a free call with me. And then I'll put in there about my alteration book, the art of tailoring, step-by-step skills that can lead to a career where you can really learn the skills it takes to be in an alteration business, right? And then I'll also put in there the link to my website. So you can now go to my website and you can purchase a program there that walks you through step-by-step on how to open a business, how to start a business, how to get your tax ID, how to register with the state, how to do all these different things so you are able to start your business. And it has it there. And then I also have a program there is where you can go and start an Etsy account where you can start making things in your sewing shop, use those machines to your advantage, and where you can go there and start an Etsy account, and it walks you step by step on how to do it. There's videos that are in there in that program. So there's lots of videos that walk you through both programs. There's tons of video content to help you through each step. and I walk you through the process. So you could go there and purchase the Etsy program where you can open your own Etsy account on your own without my coaching. You're always welcome to email me. You can email me at talenttoprofit60@yahoo.com. You're welcome to email me at any time. Love to answer your questions. Love to get to know you. So you can go ahead and do that. And you can also, if you've been in business a long time, sometimes it's nice, or you're just starting a business, it's nice to have someone else's opinion, someone else's experience about customer service and how to deal with people. So there's some really great information in that book about how to relate to your clients, how to, get their email, how to, really come full force with customer service and really catering to your clients. So you want to go there and pick that up. It's very inexpensive. Go there and pick that up, and that can help you with your business. I swear it can help you with your business. So anyway, so I'm going to let you go for now. I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you for letting me ramble on. And I really appreciate you. I appreciate all my followers. I love you. I pray for you every day. And I'm grateful. I am so grateful to all of you. And I am always praying for you. I always want the best for you. And I want you to be able to make income. I want you to be able to make money. And I will help you. So thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and remember to subscribe to this channel. And I love to talk to you in the next video. So thanks so much. Bye-bye now.